China's stocks fell, led by materials producers, after Alcoa Incorporated AA cut its forecast for global consumption of aluminum because the Chinese economy is hurting demand. Aluminum Corporation of China Limited, the nation's biggest producer of the metal, declined after Alcoa said global demand for the metal will increase by 6% this year, compared with a 7% projection in July. Jiangxi Copper Company retreated as copper prices dropped after the International Monetary Fund cut its world economic growth forecasts. Then Hui Jiangwei Automobile Company 600,418 rose to a 3-month high after the China Securities Journal said the "thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." Government may expand subsidies for farmers to buy low-emission vehicles and heavy-duty trucks. There's still some concern about the slowing economy, said CAO Zhu Feng, an analyst at Huoxi Securities Company in Chengdu. However, these worries are slowly being priced in, so there are only short-term declines. The market may start to rise when the economy stabilizes in the fourth quarter. The Shanghai Composite Index SHCOMP fell 0.4% to 2,106.76 as of 10:49 a.m. local time, while the CSI 300 index lost 0.5% to 2,309.23. The Hang Seng China Enterprises Index HSCI of Chinese companies traded "thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." In Hong Kong added 0.2%. The Bloomberg China US55 Index CH55BN, the measure of the most traded U.S. listed Chinese companies, was little changed. The Shanghai Composite has fallen 4.2% this year on concern the government isn't loosening monetary policy or introducing stimulus policies fast enough to counter the slowdown in the economy. The gauge is valued at 9.8 times estimated earnings, compared with the 17.8 average since Bloomberg began compiling the weekly data in 2006. Slow down. The gauge of material stocks in the CSI 300 slid 1%, the most among the 10 industry groups. Aluminum "thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." Corporation of China fell 1.2% to 5.03 yuan. Jiangxi Copper, the biggest producer of the metal, retreated 1% to 22.26 yuan. We do see a slight slowdown in some regions in end markets, and the main driver for this is China, Alcoa Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Klaus Kleinfeld said in a conference call with analysts. Chinese demand may pick up at the end of the fourth quarter because of stimulus spending, he said. Aluminum prices on the London Metal Exchange have declined in the past year, touching a 34-month low in August, as global supply "thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Exceeds demand. Copper ore delivery in 3 months slipped 0.5% to settle at $8,145 a metric ton at 6:01 p.m. on the London Metal Exchange. The IMF said the global economy will expand 3.3% this year, less than the July estimate of 3.5%. IMF Deputy Managing Director Zhu Minimum said China's growth is stabilizing, according to the Wall Street Journal. The 7.8% growth in gross domestic product that China achieved in the first half is not a terribly bad number, Zhu said, according to the report. Excuse to sell the IMF forecast cut, "thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." The lagging indicator had some negative psychological impact and caused market volatility. Michael Ding, lead portfolio manager of the China Regional Fund at U.S. Global Investors, which oversees $2.2 billion of emerging market assets, said by phone from San Antonio yesterday. The IMF forecasts are not a surprise, but may have provided an excuse for sell-offs. Then Hui Jiangwei, the unit of the biggest light truck exporter, gained 2.8% to 5.45 yuan, poised for the highest close since June 27. The subsidy for farmers was previously only eligible for small cars with less than 1.3-liter capacity, according to the China "thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." Securities report. Chinese passenger vehicle sales probably rose at their slowest pace in 8 months as a territorial dispute with Japan turned consumers away from buying cars made by Toyota Motor Corporation to Nissan Motor Company. Auto data. The state-backed Auto Association will probably say deliveries increased 2% to 1.35 million units last month, based on the average estimate of 9 analysts surveyed by Bloomberg. The China Association of Automobile Manufacturers is scheduled to release its monthly wholesale vehicles sales numbers at about 3:30 p.m. in Beijing. China's money market rate dropped for a second day on Thank You for Trying Verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Speculation. Cash supply will increase as the central bank adds funds to the financial system. The People's Bank of China gauged demand for 7- and 14-day reverse repurchase contracts today, a sign it will offer such securities in an auction tomorrow, according to a trader required to bid at the sales. Chinese stocks in New York fell for a second day, led by internet companies. Baidu Incorporated, owner of China's most popular search engine, sank to a 3-month low after Credit Suisse Group AG became the third bank to cut its rating this month. The iShares FTSE China 25. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Index Fund, the biggest Chinese exchange-traded fund in the U.S., rose 0.1% to $35.02 yesterday. The Standard & Poor's 500 Index SPX lost 1% to 1,441.48, the biggest drop since September 25.